Have a big New Year's resolution or some house projects you want to get done, or even just a really big personal goal? Let's plan out your 2023 to be your best year yet. Hello, welcome back to the Simply Digital YouTube channel. I'm Kate. In this video, I'm going to go over making a high-level plan for your year. A year is a lot of time, but it's too easy for them to go by fast if you don't have a plan. What big things do you want to get done in 2023? Got a house project or maybe a big trip? What amazing things are you going to get done this year? Let's plan your year right now. It's actually really easy. It sounds daunting planning a whole year, but we're going to stay zoomed out looking at the month level. And you can only fit so many big things in each month. So you're going to be able to make a pretty good plan, even without knowing everything that's going to happen this year. I'm going to use Simply Goals and Tasks for this. Simply Goals and Tasks is a task manager made by Simply Digital. This is the Simply Digital YouTube channel after all. But if you use a paper planner, then there's probably a year planning page, or there's certainly some space at the start of each month for tasks. If you don't use either and just get by with lots of lists, then you're going to want to use a piece of paper or a document. Personally, I prefer digital, so I don't have another piece of paper to keep track of. But all you're going to do is list out January to December, and we're going to fill in what goes in between. So let's start with the things that are already fixed to a specific month. For example, my September is always dominated by back to school, and we've got some birthdays in there too. And I like to book my holiday travel in September. And speaking of travel, got any plan this year? I find that even with just a 1-week trip, the week before is really busy getting ready, and the week after with recovery. So even a short trip can pretty much fill up a month for me, at least in terms of extra time. Not the stuff I'm always doing. That's not the stuff we're writing down now. We're not writing down continue going to yoga. We're writing down big projects beyond our normal routine. Okay, so first we're going to fill in any big stuff that's fixed to a specific time. Any trips, a big work project if you know about it, holidays, anything big that's beyond your normal day-to-day. And now the non-time sensitive stuff. In my 30s, I have developed a love for the boring cold winter months. There's less social stuff going on, there's less fun outdoor stuff to do, although someday I do wish to get better at winter sports. This is a great time to be productive, and I've grown almost affectionate for this generally least loved time of year because it's consistently when I get the most progress towards my big goals. Now, it's always my advice to schedule a task for sooner rather than later when you have the choice. And when you're planning your year, that works out perfect because January, February, March, those are likely the months of the year where you're going to have the most time to make progress on your big goals. Of course, I guess this doesn't apply if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, but if that's you, you can take the parts that do apply. All right, everything filled in? I can wait. Okay, so you have this plan for your year. Now what? Zooming out like we just did, looking at months of the year, is great for planning, but for executing, you gotta zoom in. So what you're gonna do now is every month, you're gonna look at this plan and move these projects into wherever you manage your day-to-day tasks. So in a paper planner, that means copying over the tasks into the sections for each week. Here in Simply Goals and Tasks, I've moved from the yearly planner into the monthly planner, and I'm dragging and dropping each task into the specific week I plan on doing it. And my simple list people, similar to the paper planner, once a month, you're going to open up this 2023 plan document and you're going to copy over the stuff for this month into whatever list you're currently using to manage your day-to-day. For everybody, depending on how you work, having it already here in the list that you just copied might be enough for you. For me, I like to go one more level down, being more specific. Just like I plan my month at the start, I like to plan my week the same way. Every Sunday, I look at my calendar and my week's to-do list, and I move all the tasks from just the week into specific days. And if I'm really busy, I might also plan my day hour by hour, but most of the time, just at the day level is enough for me. Okay, so we've made this awesome plan to have 2023 be a year where we accomplish all of our goals. And we're gonna come back to the plan every month so that we can execute on the plan. Subscribe to this channel so that you can find this video again. And this way, if you fall behind in your tasks, you can make a new plan to recover the rest of the year. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.